Hey guys, what's going on? We got a fun one today. We have arena sessions as Enhancement Shaman, first ones of the War Within. And basically, rather than, talk about the arenas as I usually do, I'm just going to talk about Enhance and how it feels so far. But basically, just to put into perspective, I was just queuing up random scrimmies and having a blast and getting some dubs, and it was a good time. But anyways, as for how enhancement feels in general, because I know a lot of people are very curious, and from what everybody heard from beta is that it was in a really bad spot. And I'm going to say it is in a better spot than I thought it was going to be. And first off is going to be our defense quality. Our defense has almost, I want to say, tripled or quadrupled from Dragonflight in general. One, our healing is significantly more powerful. As you can tell if you're watching the meters and stuff, much more powerful. We gained another defensive called Stone Bulwark Totem. Oh my god, I can't say it, but now that can be purged, so be careful with that. Learn that the hard way. And we have Ancestral Guidance, doing a lot of healing and a massive buff to healing surge. Surprisingly, I don't know, it was crazy. So that's the big one. Our defense feels amazing compared to what it used to. Like, I feel like I can keep myself alive and my teammates alive. Pretty simple. But yeah, on to the next one is going to be mobility. Now this is where we take a bit of a hit, but we have increased since Dragonflight. We gained Feral Lunge baseline, pretty good. If you're playing Stormbringer, you have a slow every time you deal a critical strike nature spell. Now that's kind of like meh, I know, but it's something, right? And then we also gained Windrush, which has a Jetstream affix, allowing you to cleanse slows and stuff. So it's basically a free AoE freedom in a sense. Doesn't remove roots, but pretty good. But that's where we get hit a bit, is compared to the other classes, we are fairly weak in that department. And now onto the final and big one, our damage output. You'll notice a lot in these videos, my damage is very low. The reason being is I believe it's because most of our damage comes from our Maelstrom spenders, not our generators, right? So Storm Strike doesn't do much damage, Lava Lash doesn't do much damage, all that. Wind Fury doesn't do much damage. It's all about our spenders. And it's the same thing in PvE as well. Now, we are very, very strong in PvE, but it doesn't translate into PvP because I find I just can't keep the uptime or generate as much Maelstrom as I can in PvE. Now, the effect where I believe it's Lightning Shield does generate Maelstrom still. I could be wrong on that. I could be wrong. I think they may have removed that, but I hope not. I haven't noticed it, so but yeah, so we need to be able to generate a lot of Maelstrom because all of our damage is put behind our Maelstrom spenders. So it's kind of an issue, but at the same time, we're very tanky. Like, you can just see when I heal myself, you'll notice when the Tfue GCD comes up with a healing surge, I heal quite a lot. So I'm kind of okay with the little bit of less damage, but I'd rather trade some healing for some more damage output. And this is probably going to change come season 1. We're definitely going to see some balance patches because we have not seen any specific PvP changes, so don't worry about that. But overall, I would say Enhancement is in a better spot than originally speculated so far, but that could still change. And hopefully it does get better. I hope they look at our damage. Now, I haven't tried Totemic yet. I've only played Stormbringer so far. I've played Totemic in PvE doing dungeons and stuff, and it really doesn't feel good in a sense. Like, now it does not rely as much on your spenders, but it really just doesn't feel that great to play, to be honest. Like, placing the totem, doing damage and stuff like that, it feels not as fluid as Stormbringer, where you just kind of do the damage and it goes. So, and the fact in PvP you would end up having to move it a lot and stuff like that really does not feel good. I don't know. I wouldn't really want to play it, so I really hope they fix it or change it and stuff like that. So yeah. But anyways, this is a pretty good one. This is a 1v2 Windwalker Asarogue on me. It's quite the interesting effect. I really wasn't sure, but you know what? They didn't have too much gear, so. But anyways, yeah, so just to say, defense is amazing. Best it's ever been since I started playing in BFA. It's the best it's ever been. Mobility has slightly improved, but compared to other classes is still quite pathetic almost. But yeah, I'm not sure what they would do to balance that in a sense. And damage output needs to be looked at and hopefully fixed, because it does suck to feel like you feel like you're doing damage, but then you look at the meters and you're really doing nothing. So as for what they could do, is they could probably just buff our generators a bit, and that would be fine. You know, give Lava Lash, maybe Wind Fury or Storm Strike just a little bit of a damage boost, and then maybe touch up on the Maelstrom Spenders. But they can't really touch the Maelstrom Spenders, because if they do that, it could get out of proportion. Same with our healing, it would get buffed too. But anyways, guys, that is it for this video. That's just my quick stance so far on Enhancement, and just letting you know how it feels so far and showing a little bit of what I did. But yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. I hope you're enjoying the War Within as much as I am, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Laters!